It's live now.
Hey everyone, welcome to our Live at 11.
Oh, look who it is.
Is Melissa in?
You look so relaxed on the chair with your arm up on the pillow, like it's just a thing.
I know, so someone said, it was D Daniels. We were doing a virtual happy hour on Friday, and she said I look like, what was it like, what was that? He passed away. It was a guy who did in the actor's studio or something, from the actor's studio or something, where he interviewed people, actors, and it was like this very thespian-esque. See, this is all a facade. Those aren't real books. It's not really, it's the backdrop to make me look like I'm smart.
Oh no, it's a facade. It's a facade. Zach photoshopped that in.
Hey, Melissa.
You actually live in a storage shed.
Her storage shed's bigger than mine and your house combined, probably.
It's climate controlled, and you have a little fridge. We were talking about that. Do you think that there's actual people who live in storage sheds?
I bet there is.
You know, if they're climate controlled, I mean, I don't know. That would be kind of scary.
I could get one.
Are you moving in or are you moving Jim out?
No, I'll gladly move out.
But wait, Melissa, you just bought a 3D puzzle, you said on Facebook.
I know, but my eyes have been bothered. Oh, he put the shed together, and I said, put it on the deck and I'll set my office up in there. And he's like, that's so stupid.
The shed thing?
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be cool.
It would be cool, but like in the summer, it would be super hot.
I could have him run AC to it. I mean, I can still move out and have the amenities of a husband. He's pretty handy.
True.
That's true. Okay, so if I set my hair on fire, just somebody let me know if you start seeing flames, because I have a candle here because it smells good.
You should move it back a little bit.
I will pause for 15 seconds, Ginger, because I would have to find that to be freaking hilarious.
She would be like, hey, she'd be like me when I fell out of the chair at the office.
I would die if you had a haircut like mine. It would freaking make my day.
Michelle needs to be watching this.
That would be awesome.
We're going to be talking about life hacks and how you can save money. And part of it is going to be internet related stuff. But I just want to share with all of you. So I live on a little over 4 acres. I'm in North Stafford. I am not in like far from civilization by any means. However, I live in a cul-de-sac. My neighborhood is literally just a cul-de-sac, and it's probably less than 30
at her house. It's in the middle of nowhere.
But I am not in the middle of nowhere, and I am trying to go on
to
Facebook. Do you see? This is my internet, and I have Verizon Fios. I will be calling Verizon Fios after this call because I still cannot even get on my internets. I have
I'm going to tell you a funny story about calling cable companies and things. So my aunt was having technical difficulties one day, and so she calls. I can't remember who it was. I think they have a different service providers in North Carolina. I think it was like maybe Spectrum or CenturyLink. So she calls them, and they literally told her on the phone, ma'am, you're going to have to call back when someone knows a little bit more about computers than you do.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
She called me and was like, hey, I just am so mad, but I need help with this. And I'm like, I don't really know if I'm the right person to call, but okay.
Oh my gosh. That's bad. Well, I'm still, okay.
So these life hacks for saving money, full disclosure, do they all need to be legal?
Yes, Melissa, I think so.
So then I'm just going to sign off. Where's that button?
All right, wait a minute, Melissa. Wait, Melissa, hold on. Hey, Google, turn the lights off.
Hey, guess what? She's over here and she's not working because she's plugged in over here and she couldn't hear you.
Stop talking to Google.
Hey, Google.
No,
Google.
no.
Hey, Google, turn the lights off.
Melissa, do you have one in your living room?
Yeah, and it's saying the lights are off, so shut up.
Hey, Google.
I'm trying to shut Zach's off.
Hey Google.
Hey,
Why is
hey,
my
Google.
not working? Oh, this one's
Google that
dead.
one, Zachary.
This Google is dead. I just plugged it back in. She's yelling. One of the Googles over there is yelling at you. Like, what do you want?
Hey, Google, turn the lights off.
You're too far away.
So, well, from our office, and usually from calls like this, we'll be on the phone with Zach. And apparently now I know I can do it at Melissa's house too, that if you yell out, hey, Google, and then a command, which is funny half the time, because Zach will end up like this. And then it's like black because you can turn the lights off on Zach. And from our office, we've also been known to turn the air conditioning on when the heat's supposed to be on and vice versa. So we tend to have fun with
Melissa and I went to the same class. It was a smart home class with Angel and Matthew of Coldwell Banker. And we go, and I was like, I'm looking at Melissa and I'm like, I think I need some of this in my life. So we came home and Melissa and I parted ways. We didn't really talk about, what we were going to do with it and everything. So I started acquiring little bit at a time, little pieces to make my home smart.
Wait a minute. How did she get down there?
How did I get down where?
She moved.
You were up there and now you're down there. All I did was answer a text.
I don't know. We're Brady Bunch style right now on Zoom.
Yeah,
All right, so keep going back.
I am not allowed to take any more classes on smart homes. That class cost us over $1,000.
Mine cost a lot more than that.
Yep, and I didn't even do the home security yet. I just did thermostats, front door, doorbells. I switched my whole hub to Google rather than Alexa.
So why did you switch to Google from Alexa?
Just a matter of preference. The Google Hub, I just like the Google Hub. Oh, well, you want to know why? From my background of where I came before real estate, I had access to other things and I had a lot of Google stuff on hand. Was that a proper
well, that
way?
makes sense. I mean,
Was that a proper way to say something that isn't proper?
yes, Melissa, that was fine.
It didn't fall off the truck. It just rolled out of the car.
You guys know I struggle. Okay, wait, look, I got on the Facebook. Melissa, did you share what we're talking about now from the team to your personal page? Because I'm doing that right now.
I never share this. I don't want my people to see me looking like this.
No, you need to share it so that they can ask us questions.
I can't even put makeup on because my eyes are bothering me. And I got this looks like a chocolate chip breakout of sorts.
You're fine. Share it to your page so your friends can see you and they can ask you questions.
Oh.
So I was able to finally share it. So mine's on my page too. So I cannot use Google or Alexa in my house.
The reason is a privacy thing. So we understand.
The what?
It's a privacy.
But I can't hear you.
It's a privacy thing. It's a privacy thing.
Oh my God.
Zach's like cleaning his kitchen. I don't even know what's going on over in Zach's
I'm
world.
making bagels.
Oh my gosh. So welcome to our chaos in our world. But today's topic, we are going to be talking about some life hacks and ways that you can save money. And actually, so I am a little bit from the smart technology. I do have a husband that for privacy issues and reasons, I can't have those devices in my house. I wish I could because I would love for me to be able to tell my lights to turn on and off. But I do have smart tech in my house and I do use the Nest. I have 2 Nest devices in my house, and we are going to be integrating some other things. But we also have the smart garage door opener, which is super cool as well. It's great for kids and if you tend to lose keys or don't carry any like me. So I do have some of those devices, but Zach is probably our most smart tech
indulged
at home person. Yes, and then I would say followed by Melissa.
I prefer to use the term nerd.
Well, and I think technology is an amazing thing and it's definitely helped our lives and it has caused a lot of
why can I not chew gum, but you can eat a whole Hostess cake? What are you doing?
Hi. It's a Thomas blueberry bagel.
Is that okay, Ginger? I can't chew
No.
gum.
No chewing gum. No
I
eating
have
on
gum.
camera.
If he can eat a bagel, I'm chewing my gum.
So Zach just went like this. Now we see his back.
I'm almost
So,
done. I haven't eaten anything today. It's
I
almost over.
shaved my legs for this.
So we have been on conference calls. I actually started at 7:30 this morning. So, and then we had a team call because we're doing the Zoom calls every Monday at 9. And the reason why AJ's not with us today or right now is because he's actually at a home inspection that is taking place for a contract that he just went under contract over the weekend for. So we thought it would be interesting to just come to everyone and give you some of you. Obviously, every one of these calls, you're hearing our chaos, our real world stuff, which is part of why we do these, to invite you into our kitchen, our living room, I think is where maybe Melissa is, or family room. And I'm in my pseudo office that pretends
Yeah,
to make me look smart.
AJ's
So
at home inspection at the Costco Walmart in Woodbridge. Getting
with the taco
tacos.
truck. Yeah. So Zach, let's talk about what technology you have in your house and why you have Google versus Alexa and all that other good stuff.
So when I decided to incorporate the smart technology, I was a little bit paranoid. So I was like, I don't want Alexa because I don't want to have all of these ads pop up on my computer. Like, I don't want Amazon to know what I'm talking about because then they're going to suggest things for me to buy. And all of you know how I feel about Amazon. It would be a problem.
Zach is the Amazon king. He is the prime master.
I will say that sometimes I admit that I wish I did go with that because I feel like it would have made my life even more easy than it is now with the technology I have, since it incorporates like your shopping list and the skills that or Alexa has versus what Google can. But I think in some ways, so like I liked Google because like you could add a bunch of different things, where Alexa, I mean, you can still add several things, but they want you to mostly buy the Amazon devices when you connect with Alexa. So like there are two different video like doorbells, the Ring and then the Nest Hello. The Nest Hello incorporates better with Google, where the Ring incorporates better with Amazon's Alexa. So I couldn't even count how many actual smart devices that I have in my house. It's a lot.
So do you have smart plugs? Do you have smart plugs?
I do.
I do too. Do you have smart light bulbs?
Yes.
I do too. Melissa, do you have those?
Oh yeah, I got it
Okay,
all.
So who has the Ring doorbell?
What do we have, Jim? Nest. We have a Nest.
You have the Hello. And okay, I do not, because I had the Ring, because Zach, you gave me your former Ring. However, I need to retrofit it because my door frame doesn't allow for that.
It's
It's
like
too wide.
much space, yeah.
Yeah, so I need to kind of have that fixed. So I have one, but it's not installed. But I'll probably
send
end
them
up with the
over.
Hello because I have. What's that?
I'll send Jim over to take care of that.
Okay, thank you. All right, who has the garage door opener, the smart garage door opener?
That's not fair. We don't have garages. Melissa and I both don't have
You
a
don't have a
garage.
garage, that's right. Oh, that's right. So I do, which is great for me because for the kids, it's definitely helpful. And half the time, because they leave the house and forget to close the garage, I can look at the app on my phone and say, okay, I'm closing the garage from the office, which is half the time. One kid's good about it, one kid not so much. Okay, so as far as what other smart devices that you have, then and we all talked about the thermostats. Zach, what else might you have in your house right now that's a smart device?
So I also have a Roomba that is connected to the ecosystem. I have 4 security cameras. What else do I have?
Melissa, do you have the security cameras too, Melissa?
I have ADT security cameras throughout the house.
So you're different. Okay.
I'm gonna get rid of them and add, because now the kids are older, they don't hide what they do, they just do it in front of me. So I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can actually add the Pulse to the Google ecosystem.
The Pulse.
What's the Pulse?
Cameras, ADT, Pulse, the cameras that you have, you can actually add those into the Google ecosystem. So on your hub, you can watch your cameras.
Oh,
Well, that's cool.
yeah, but yeah, I guess I have Pulse cameras. So you still got to pay ADT though?
Yeah.
Well, so it's, I mean, it's an option though. All right. So Zach, what else do you have? And then we're going to talk about internet stuff.
So I have several hubs and speakers around the house. I also have smart TVs throughout the house. Every TV is smart. And interconnected some way, shape, or form is my home phone system. And I can explain how that's interconnected too.
So let's talk about that because we were, you know, I was joking that my internet is terrible here and I do have Verizon Fios and it shouldn't be. And I have boosters in my house too to help the upstairs. But let's talk about that because there's, you know, in saving money, a lot of people are quote unquote cutting the cord. And so what does that mean? Because I know I have people ask that question to me all the time. What does cutting the cord mean? And I will tell you from a personal perspective, I still have the old school phone in my house. And I know, Zach, you do too, because you and I were chatting about it, but we both have different options of how we have it. So what do you have in your house as far as the internet goes? And I'll throw that to both of you.
So as far as internet goes, I have Cox, who's the local cable provider here. That's the only cable provider that I can have where I live in the city of Fredericksburg.
Melissa, what do you have?
Xfinity.com.
So I had DirecTV. I now have Verizon Fios for hours, and that includes my internet. So, all right. So let's talk about cutting the cord because that is like a catchphrase that a lot of people were saying. And right now, people are home, they're watching more TV. So let's talk about, you know, we joke about Disney Plus, that Zach, you have Disney Plus and you don't actually have kids in your house, but my child's watching yours and, you know, all of these different family plans that we have. So let's talk about those a little bit and tell us what you've got going on and how we all are sharing in your joy.
So I cut the cord as much as you can. So you're always going to need internet. That's always something that, you know, you need to have an internet provider. But cutting the cord, basically, I mean, I was sitting here one night, don't know really how it came out, but I'm looking at over bills because I'm the worst. I don't actually look at the bills. I just pay them. Like I don't really analyze things. So I sat down and for some reason I'm like looking and I was paying so many like little fees for equipment charges, for cable boxes. I think I was paying for the remote rental, the rental of the like modem itself. There were so many fees on top of then there's taxes on top of all of the fees that you're paying. And then there's just the service fee. So I called around I would call Verizon, I called, you know, DirecTV, I called them all. Like, this is what I'm paying. If you can be cheaper and give me still what I want, you know, and in all actuality, I mean, we're so far in and out of our houses all day. When do all of us actually sit down and watch TV, like actual network TV that we haven't recorded on, you know, our DVR or that we're not watching on demand or just streaming something from Netflix or Hulu anyway?
Right.
So, and that was kind of like, I'm like, I don't watch TV. I'm paying almost $300 a month for the cable bill. Like, this is ridiculous. So I called and I canceled everything except my internet. So I cut a $300 bill down to, I think it's like $89.99 a month right now. And that's the best internet package that they provide in the area that I'm in. You can't, like, I'm maxed out. And of course, it has to be that way because of all the devices. And I mean, we're sending large contracts back and forth. I mean, it has to be the best internet. We can't really choose a slow, you know, average speed, I guess you would say.
Right.
For what we do. So I did that. And so what I was paying for cable. I had no premium channels. I had no movie channels, anything. It was just like basic, but I did have a cable box and a DVR. I had a home phone through them and I had the internet. So I got rid of the phone, got rid of the cable. When I was calling around, someone had mentioned one of the reps that I talked to, and she said, check out this thing called YouTube TV. And I'm like, I've never heard of this before. Like, we watch YouTube videos, like we put stuff on YouTube. Like, why would I don't want to watch that. I want to watch the things that I actually want to watch. So like, check it out. See, like, just try it. You can try it for, I think, 14 days for free with nothing. So I did. I signed up for it. And it's an app. You can download it on Apple TV. It goes on you can stream it from your phone onto the Chromecast. You can watch it on your laptop anywhere you go. What's really cool is I can add up to 5 people with different Gmail accounts. So all of you are added on my plan. But yeah, so it's $49 a month. You can have unlimited people logged into your, I mean, if I trusted someone enough to share my Gmail account with them, they could log in and watch it anywhere. You can stream it on as many devices as you want. And it's all like, it's just $49 a month. It automatically comes out of my account with my credit card. It's not like, there's no fees, there's no equipment charges. It's not like, there's no taxes, there's nothing added onto it. You have unlimited DVR space. So I have an Apple TV where my cable box used to be. And on top of just the YouTube TV, I have Netflix and all of that as well. But I cut, a $300 bill down. Now I'm at $89.99 plus the $49. I'm still almost half of what I was paying before.
Yeah, but now add Netflix.
So now my Netflix is actually covered through my cell phone provider. T-Mobile offers the Netflix, it's called Netflix on Us. And so they actually cover the cost of my Netflix account.
Do you use Amazon Prime?
I do.
And what about Hulu?
So Hulu is through through Disney Plus. So Disney Plus came out a couple months ago, and they offered, I think it's $12 a month. So I have the Disney Plus and Hulu on top of that.
Oh, and the Disney Plus is free with Verizon.
Gotcha. Yeah, Disney Plus. Yeah, I mean, T-Mobile's giving away more money, I guess, if you think about it, because Disney Plus is only $6 a month.
So this YouTube channel, are you streaming movies?
So what's really cool is I'm streaming movies. I can stream anything that you are normally watching. So I get all of the network channels. I can pull up the local news stations on it. What's actually really cool is it knows where you are based on where you're logging in from. So my family in North Carolina, I actually went and visited them, and I was telling them about it because they have like DirecTV. I was like, why? And they're in a huge field. There's no trees around, and the satellite service is terrible there. Like a cloud goes over and you lost signal. So she was like, there's got to be something different. And I was telling her, as long as you can stream it, use this. Like the signal doesn't go out because there's a cloud over your house.
So if you have a smart TV, you can download it?
Yeah, and you have an Apple TV, I think, too. And you can download the YouTube TV app, you log in, and you can watch it anywhere. And what I love about it a lot is I can start something down here on this TV, and I can go upstairs on my iPad and pick up where I left off. It remembers, so you can add things to your library as far as what you like to watch, and it'll match things. So I know Kelly, if Kelly's watching, she's logged in on mine, I think, on one of her devices. And so my mom watches all the investigation Discovery channels. So she started watching them too because they were just on there.
Weren't we talking about that another call where it's like someone was all into the murder, like how
Yep.
she killed people, and then all of a sudden you put the TV on and you're like, oh my gosh, because all the suggestions and past watches like came up on your
Yep.
thing.
So
My
wasn't me.
daughter's boyfriend has it because the other night, this was really weird. We're sitting here and he's like, let's watch a movie. And he was on his phone. Next thing I know, it was on my TV playing.
yeah, so if I start, it is an app, it's on my phone. I can start a show on my phone and then cast it immediately to the TV. And like I said, it's $49 a month. I'm not paying for things that I don't need.
Okay, so let me stop and step back for a second. So someone that's watching this right now. So when you say casting onto a TV from your mobile phone, what do you need on your TV, or what accoutrements do you need to add to a TV? So if they don't have a smart TV,
So if
can
you
they
don't have
still
a smart
cast?
TV, Yes, you
Go
still
buy
can
one.
cast. Go buy a Chromecast from, well, I think everyone, if you don't have a smart TV, go buy a Chromecast. If you have a smart TV, go buy a Chromecast. Because it's inexpensive. You plug it right into the back of your TV on the HDMI slot, and it connects to your like Wi-Fi, of course, and you can cast anything. So one of the things that we do in our office when we go to the office, when we're allowed to, is we cast pages from our computer. You can actually cast your computer's desktop to your TV. And we do that in the office all the time.
So if I have, what's the Amazon thing?
The Fire Stick.
Yeah.
So the Fire Stick is a totally different I actually have a Fire Stick too.
So the Chromecast is a gadget you put on your TV that makes it like Bluetooth?
It makes it to where you can cast from Google programs.
How much is this gadget thing you speak of?
I think it's about $29.99. It may be depending where you get it from, you can get them on sale. Some of them come with light bulbs, some of them come with smart speakers. It just
now, if
depends
you
on
have a smart TV, then you don't necessarily need it. So
no,
what would the benefit of having it if you already have a smart TV?
Because sometimes you don't have the capability to cast.
And
like,
how would why wouldn't you be able to cast to a smart TV? Like, what would be the situation?
So like if I went to Melissa's house and I wanted to put my computer screen on her TV, I can't cast it because you don't have a Chromecast.
Yeah, but when would that ever happen? Hey, why
I'm
don't you
just
come
saying.
have some drinks? Oh yeah, let's work.
I'm just saying
Let's work on the 65-inch.
Hey.
But we do that. We do that in the office quite a bit. So when we do videos,
I'm busting.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but when we do like the Market Monday, the update, which today is Monday, we could talk about the market eventually too at some point. But when we do the Market Monday updates and we go live from the office, that's what Zach's doing. He's casting his laptop up to the screen behind us, the TV screen behind us. So it is pretty cool what you can do with all the smart technology that's available.
You have
yeah, she does have one because I gave it to her kid.
Why?
Cole.
I gave it to Cole because Cole didn't have a smart TV. So now his TV is smart because I gave that to him. And he can cast from his phone the Disney Plus.
The Chromecast? Where do you get this thing?
You can get it at Walmart.
I don't want to leave my house.
Target. I don't think you can order it on Amazon, but I know you can order it directly from Google too. So this is my TV. It's not very big. It's just basic. I need to get a new one. There's a
No,
lot
you
of
don't.
TVs
It's
to
fine.
get. So that's actually the Chromecast, and you mentioned on our morning call you love it changes the screen. Every couple minutes it goes on a different picture, and you can set it to go on whatever you want it to.
It had sunflowers this morning and it made me smile because they were so pretty.
$35.
Yeah, and you can find them on sale sometimes too. Look around and price compare. But so one of the really nice things that I love about this, because I have the whole Google ecosystem with the Nest cameras, is I can go, hey Google, show me the front door on downstairs TV.
What generation Chromecast do I want?
It doesn't matter. I think I have the original one. So this is my actual front porch on my TV because it's showing you the Nest doorbell camera.
That's really cool. How cool is that?
And it's live. You can hear it. So if anything, like if any noise is happening outside, I can hear it. So it's a really cool feature. You can see how one of my cameras is up here in the corner. It looks at my entire house.
That's very cool. So I mean, technology is an amazing thing. It's either embrace it or get, left behind kind of thing. Unfortunately for me, like I said, I have to be very careful with what I put in my house, but in our office, we obviously have, we're turning light bulbs on in my office by talking to Google. We turn music on in our
They're
office.
on the Chromecast 3 now.
I think I have the second one.
The Chromecast 3 is 4K.
That's it. This isn't even a 4K TV, so.
4K?
One of my
Well,
favorite
if you don't
things.
have a 4K TV, but you get the Chromecast 4K, does it work?
Probably, I won't see why not.
Okay.
So one of the more commonly used devices. So this is my Roomba. It goes every single day. This is the best investment you can ever make in your life. So I have 2 dogs, and they're labs, and the dog hair is crazy. So instead of sweeping every single day, I actually can see a dog hair on my laptop screen, and it's driving me crazy. But I can't touch it because if I touch it, it'll go all over the place. So this is Roomba, Black Friday. She's connected to Google too. But so I have her set on a schedule every day at 6 o'clock in the morning. She turns on and sweeps the whole carpet, like the whole downstairs of my house. I looked at the wet mop, but I don't trust the robot to mop my floor too because I have carpets and I don't know how well that'll work. But she maps the whole house, so she'll tell you what she mapped, like what she cleaned and how long she's been cleaning. There's reports. So on my phone.
Mine is named Josie.
Josie?
Is yours, but Melissa, is yours like Zach's where you can maps the route and it'll show you what cleaned? Or is yours just the Roomba?
Mine does a scan of the room.
Really hard to see on my phone. So this is a map of my house to where it's showing you where it cleaned. So that's its home station, and it's showing you all around the house the places that it successfully cleaned. And so this morning at 6 o'clock, it started and it ran for 2 hours and 34 minutes before it went home.
And so when she hits, like, you've had her like jokingly, but she's hit a cliff before.
Yeah,
or...
so sometimes I have hardwood floors, so the area rugs that I have downstairs she'll get hung up on sometimes. Most of the time it's because she got stuck between a chair or a cat or a dog has pushed her in the corner and she can't get out. So she'll send me an alert on my phone saying, hey, I'm stuck somewhere. And you have to go save her.
Yeah, mine gets stuck sometimes too.
So I will just share with you a hack fail with this one. So Zach was kind enough to give me his former Roomba that didn't map, but just would take off, at the program time.
Let's talk about that. So I'm a little bougie, I guess, when it comes to smart home stuff. I wanted it to connect to my ecosystem. I had a dumb Roomba and it didn't connect and it just went on its own schedule. But I loved being able to say, hey, Google, turn on the Roomba. And then it starts.
You can hear it. So,
Yes,
okay, so Zach gave me his first Roomba, and I do have an almost 18-year-old dog who I love her dearly, but she's almost 18 and she's a larger dog. And so sometimes she has accidents in our house. And so the Roomba was on the main level. And there was a day that the Roomba was set to go. You know where this is going. And the Roomba picked up something that Roomba probably shouldn't have picked up. And it was, thank goodness, not on the carpet, but on the hardwood floor. And Roomba made a mess. Roomba made more of a mess than helping to clean. And we caught Roomba like just at the beginning of the Roomba mess, because I happened to go downstairs while Roomba was on. And my husband was like, we really shouldn't have Roomba on the same floor as our dog's name is Jersey, as Jersey, who's on the main level, because she is older and sometimes, can't control herself, even though we take her out all this time. So now Roomba's upstairs and she hasn't fallen off the steps yet. She stopped, but she hasn't fallen. But which makes me laugh. I keep thinking of that commercial, I've fallen and I can't get up, the older lady, with the
So they do have actual sensors and lasers on the bottom that scan it is the coolest technology built into a little vacuum cleaner, but they have actual lasers on the bottom that monitor where they're going and can see stairs, and it knows.
Yeah.
So mine actually has a camera in the top of it, so it knows when objects are in front of it. So instead of actually having to hit it, it sees it. The other thing that this one, it's because it is connected, and this was something that was a little alarming, but actually kind of cool at the same time. So I had a piece of Roomba mysteriously vanished in my house. So there's a little plastic cover on a port on it that I'm pretty sure my cat ran away with. So anyways, I emailed them and I'm like, hey, this is my problem. This is my Roomba. And they're like, oh yeah, and we can see that your Roomba the filter needs to be replaced and this and that. And I'm like, how do you know all of that? But because it's connected through Wi-Fi, they're able to diagnose the issues with it where they are versus, like they're able to see what's wrong with Roomba on their computer. So that's pretty
crazy.
Cool. It's crazy, but it's kind of cool. What scares me is the fact that there's a camera on the top. It's not like there's anything crazy and wild going on here. They're going to see dogs moving back and forth, the cat hitting it a couple times, like nothing crazy, but there's a camera on it.
Okay, I would love to see that video though. Wouldn't you? Like, you think about it, like all the people that have pets and stuff, and when you're not home,
right?
Like that would be hysterical to see, like the cat trying to attack it. Like, think about that. That would actually make really good TV. I would be laughing my butt off. I would watch that.
So Oreo, I've tried to get her to ride on it, but she won't stay on top of it. It does have a brush on the side that kind of sticks out maybe about that far. And she goes crazy hitting the brush. She likes playing with the brush that's underneath there. It's eaten a couple iPhone cords before. I mean, it's hanging in there.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
But it's definitely worth it.
Chromecast.
What's that?
Amazon does have the Chromecast.
You've been sitting there shopping the entire time.
She has been. That's Melissa. She's like one track. You're like, oh, I need this.
So yeah,
she's also bought a car in this interim and a pair of sneakers, maybe two. I don't know.
So I know we were talking about home phone, and that's kind of a thing that some people have, some people don't have. Some people are paying for it every month through their my home phone is totally free. I am not paying anything for it whatsoever. And it wasn't a bundle package or something that, the cable company said, oh, here, you get a free, no. There's a device, and I can post the link to it on the comments after this. There's a device I purchased off of Amazon, and it links with Google Voice over the, it connects directly into the back of the router. And so it's upstairs in my office. And you plug one end into the router, you plug the other end into a phone jack in your house. And some houses don't even have phone jacks anymore, but so
I know, isn't that crazy?
It is a little. So if you don't have a phone jack, you can plug the phone directly into the actual device. But it connects through Google Voice. So when you get it, it gives you directions to log in here and connect you link your Google account with the device. So whatever your Google Voice number is actually whatever your home phone number becomes. And Google Voice is free. They have caller ID. You can do call recording with Google Voice. You have your voicemail, all of the same features, like local, long distance calling, all of that's free, directory assistance. But what I really like about it is because I have all of the Google hubs and the speakers in the house, I can ask Google for the number for, the last time I used it was Benny's Pizza downtown. So I'm like, hey, I need to call them. And it's made me so lazy. I don't Google phone numbers or anything anymore. Like, hey, Google, call, and it's gonna listen to me and now it's gonna talk. But
hey, Google, call Benny's Pizza.
So it's like, okay, pick up your phone. Like, it calls. Nobody, stop.
Melissa and I are hungry. It's almost noon.
Yep, and we're the only two who haven't gotten a Benny pizza delivery.
Just saying.
You're a little far away.
Not really, and you kind of said, like last time I complained about it and had an emotional day and said you didn't love me anymore, that I'll bring one to you tomorrow. And I've been like waiting at the window.
I think I think I just started a war. But anyway, so you're.
Did he bring you a pizza?
No, I don't have a
No.
pizza. I live close to you. We're too far.
You're outside of the delivery zone.
I'm like 7 minutes from Kelly. I'm not worth 7 minutes.
7 minutes further than I wanted to drive that day.
Okay. So I just sent you $10 Venmo. Add my email to your account.
Why did you send me $10 Venmo?
For
For
what?
Oh, for
my
the YouTube TV?
YouTube.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's go back to, okay, so now with the home phone, because I have a home phone too. And the reason why I have my home phone is because I have 2 children in my house and they are notorious for not having the ringer on their cell phone. So everyone in my house has a cell phone. Everyone has a mobile device, but they're also notorious for letting their phones run down to 0 battery, which I track because I have the app on my phone.
360. Julia's now at 6% on her phone.
Yeah.
Like I care.
Right. But that tells me that obviously if I tried to call their cell phone, A, the ringer's probably off, and B, most likely if it's my son, the battery's probably close to dead. So I have a home phone for the ability to actually call my children while I'm at work and they might be home, or for whatever reason that, we get the calls at home that we need so someone can hear it. And I have the answering machine set up, it's all in one because I have the cordless phone, but that I can yell in the phone and it broadcasts through the house so they can hear me saying, pick up the phone. But I will say that the annoying thing is now we also get at that, bewitching hour of dinner, all of the other phone calls that come along with even having your number on the do not call list. So
what's
so
fun
I
with
pay
that
for
though
mine.
too, you can actually, so my phone, I don't know if yours does, but you can do a call block feature.
Mhm.
And so my phone has an actual button you can press, call block, and you can block those.
You actually go out and buy a home phone, Zach?
So I'll be totally honest. I hate talking on this phone. This is my cell phone. I hate talking on this phone. So like, it's annoying to me. It's too small. Walking around the house, like half the time, like people, I can't hear you anymore. I don't know. So I did buy a home phone. I didn't buy it for the home phone feature, even though I knew I had home phone service with my last, the cable company. But I bought this home phone because it's Bluetooth and you can connect your cell phone to it. So when you call me, it actually rings my house phone from my cell phone, so I can answer it with my house phone. Because I hate carrying this around the house with me. I really do. So this can sit upstairs charging, or when your phone's almost dead. My phone is dead all the time. So I can sit this on the charger upstairs and still be able to talk to people freely.
I need to do that. Can you do that? Like, even though I don't have the same system that you do, and my phone is from Verizon.
I'm pretty sure yours does Bluetooth though. Your home, it's not like a device that you have. Like my actual home phone has, I don't know why it's on. Oh, the trash can has hit it, so it's actually not plugged in. So, but my actual home phone has a Bluetooth capability built into it. Like that's the only reason why I bought this unit, and it has cordless devices too.
So I'm gonna have to look at that on mine because I hate, you guys know, I never have my cell phone while I'm using my phone now. I never have it to my ear. I always have it on speaker. One, because I think that the volume thing is broken on my phone, as we all know. But 2, because I hate always having something up against my ear. So I prefer having everyone on speaker because it's just easier for me. And then I got my hands to do whatever I need to do with. I don't know why I just did that. Like, that's not what I do with my hands, but typing or whatever.
So if you, let me grab this one really quick. Hey, Melissa, are you on your phone?
We just lost Zach, but we see his kitchen because he's doing something with his phone. Yeah.
All right. Are you on your cell phone or your laptop, Melissa?
I'm on my laptop.
You have your phone next to you? Call me.
Call from Melissa Mountain.
Oh, cool.
So you're actually calling my cell phone, but my house phone is ringing too. So I can answer it. Hello?
What's up?
She almost said a bad word.
No,
So
I
my
did it.
my home phone rings when my cell phone rings.
That's
You
really cool.
just
So,
forwards. Suppose your phone is dead.
My cell phone, it connects with Bluetooth. So the same way that the same technology you have in your car, the same way it connects to your car, it
Mhm.
connects to my home.
or your
So-
Even if
headphones.
your
or-
phone is dead.
My phone wouldn't be dead. It's like charging, like it would really
He
be
leaves it
dead
on the charger.
or something.
So
I
he
don't
brings-
actually
he
carry
just-
this. When you call me and I'm at home, I talk to you on this. I don't actually talk on my cell phone.
Do you make phone calls from your home phone?
I don't know what the phone number is when it calls out, but I can actually call out with my cell phone number too. So like, what are you, 623?
Yeah. And it'll come in as you? Oh, yeah. Here, let me do what I usually do. How much was the smartphone?
I don't, so it was expensive at the time. When I say expensive, I think it was like $60. Which to me for a house phone, I feel like that's expensive.
Yeah.
But like I know Costco sells house phones still, and I think that they have the same capability. So these are Panasonic, and you just have to make sure whatever you buy has actual Bluetooth where it connects to your cell phone.
And what was the gadget you bought to get the home phone?
So it's off of Amazon. I'll share the link on this post and I'll email it to you if you want it to.
So, and we take all of these videos and we put them over to YouTube too. So if you
Yeah,
want
we'll
to
make sure
watch
that
us
it's
again,
included in that.
yeah, on YouTube, we'll put all the links. So why don't we do it over on YouTube? That way everyone can watch it and pull it off of YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
And all of these posts that we're doing, we've been doing these for a couple weeks now. You can watch any of these lives that we've been doing. We're doing a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11. We're calling it Live at 11. And we have different topics, as you can see. And this one is like, life hacks and smart homes and just making your life a little bit easier, cutting the cord and how you can save money. But I know a week ago we had a lender on, and I think this week we're going to have someone talking about how to sanitize, or someone who can come in and sanitize your home as it relates to COVID-19. And I think, what's our other topic this week? Did we have
I don't know that we had a third
oh,
one. I know that
Is
maybe
it called UMA?
new homes, new construction homes, and what's going on with that right now too. What were you saying, Melissa?
It's not called UMA Tello?
no,
Wait.
it's not Uma. It's something Polycom Google Voice.
So VoIP is something that Zach has, and that's the voice over internet. That's what VoIP is. And so that's when I lived overseas, we had that too, and that was very common. And there's different apps that we actually used. We were able to use WhatsApp and do the VoIP through WhatsApp. So there's different things that you can do to
So you don't need to buy that device to have I could have not bought that and still use the Bluetooth capability on my phone, but I like having a house phone too, just in the event that this is dead or I need to call my house phone. I don't even know the phone number, I couldn't tell you. But to have the ability to actually call my house when I'm not here.
The one thing, I mean, I am old school this way. I mean, I don't have the phone with the cord hooked up, but I actually have one, because if you ever lose power, it is a way that you can still stay connected,
So unfortunately, in my case, that's not the option, because you have
Right.
to have internet in order to do it.
Right. For me, it's still an option because of where I do live. We lose power here. We're eventually putting a Generac on our house this summer, I think. But, so just kind of keep that in mind too, depending on what your needs are. If you do always want to have that ability to connect, that, I don't have the VoIP. Mine is through Verizon Fios. And so I do have the old school phone with the cord stored in case I ever lose power and I need to be able to connect to someone. So is there any other tips, tricks, hacks that you have that you'd recommend? Because I know we try and keep these to an hour. We've only got a couple minutes left.
So I think I have two more things. One of them, so the Nest thermostat. I know all of us have that and we can all speak to it. I will say I was a little sticker shock when I saw how much smart thermostats cost versus just regular thermostats. But I know that this has paid for itself and then several times over since I've had it. So working from home, it's learned now that we're working from home.
Mhm.
because before it didn't realize that and it would turn off in the middle of the day. And I'm like dying in here. But I love that it learns your behavior. It has definitely saved on my monthly and energy consumption. And I think my house is just more comfortable with it.
Melissa, what do you think? I mean, I have the Nest, I have dual zone, I have 2 of them, and I love it too. I mean, it definitely is safe.
I love it. Jim has it hooked up to his phone. I can't even get in the front door yet because I haven't hooked any of this crap to my phone. I'll stand at the front door and bang, or he'll be like, just link it to your phone. I'm like, can't you just do it for me? So he controls the thermostat, and I'm always freezing, which is probably why he doesn't hook my stuff up, because I keep turning that up. So we have all of it, but I don't know how to use any of it.
See, I have everything on my phone. Like, that's my command center is my phone. So, I mean, I can do the garage door. I can do, the thermostats. Eventually I'll maybe have something hooked to my front door, but we don't really go in and out our front door anyway. So really, I know it's also for security with the camera, but I might hook something up to my back door, because it seems like that's the door we tend to go in and out of a lot more, or the garage. I don't know. I don't know why, but we just don't walk. I guess it takes 20 extra steps to walk around to the front door, and we go up a couple steps to get there. So we're a little more lazy that way. But I will say, just from a resale perspective, or if you're sitting at home and, like we said, we're going to add the links to this so that you can see some of the products that we've been talking about, specifically the ones that Zach has mentioned. But I will say, for resaleability, we consider a house to be a smart home if you have at least 3 devices in your home. So, for me right now, I would consider my house almost a smart house, because I do have, it's a Chamberlain. That's who we have our garage door opener with. That's a smart device. And then I also have the 2 Nests. I do have smart plugs and light bulbs and stuff like that. But for me, I would truly consider it more to be a smart home if I ended up having the front door camera, the doorbell on my house. Smart light bulbs can be changed. I can say that there are smart switches that also are something that you can add to your home. I do know that Costco sells a bunch of these different devices as well. I think maybe, Zach, that's where you might have picked up a few.
So actually, no, I haven't. I've never bought any smart home devices actually in a store. They've all been ordered
you bought
online.
them all directly online.
Yeah. So Sunny actually just asked, so this is a good question. For resale of your home, do you recommend leaving the devices?
Yes, I do. Because then we can market it as a smart home. If you have the devices, or at least if you don't have 3 of them or more, we can still note them. And actually, if you have any cameras in the house in the state of Virginia, I can talk to Virginia only, we have to disclose that, because you can watch someone in your home, but you cannot listen. It's illegal when someone's viewing your home to listen, but you can watch. So it's actually a selling feature in our area if you have the smart devices. I will tell you, most homes, probably at least 70% of them now, have the doorbell, either the Ring or whatever version, but a smart doorbell device camera at the front door.
One of the other, I think, common things that we're starting to see too, and really, some people will say, "Oh, I have a smart keypad." If it doesn't connect to Wi-Fi, it's not a smart keypad.
Correct.
So just keep that in mind too when you're looking at different things, because so I have a keypad, but it's not a smart keypad because it doesn't actually connect to Wi-Fi.
Right. So I mean, I look at my phone as the command center, right? I mean, it's kind of your command center. So those are selling features, at least in our area, in the Northern Virginia marketplace. And when I always say this, I'm talking Fredericksburg North. That's kind of the area that our team covers. But I would say that the smart features are definitely a selling feature, and they should remain in the home. And if they're not going to remain in the home, we will note that you're going to be removing them. So I would say that I would put them in more for you right now. But, when you plan on selling, or if you're renting your home or whatever, that those are things that are definitely assets. Melissa's just moved outside. It's beautiful outside right now. But those are assets to the house. So I would say at least 3 or more, we would be able to consider it a smart home. That could always change. But I will tell you that I do have another device in my house that's a smart device. Well, it's not really truly smart because I can't control it by my phone, although I might be able to, I'm not sure. But there's also smart toilets, there's smart bathtubs, there's smart kitchen appliances. You'd be amazed what you can find that is now a smart device or something that you can make
They
a
have
smart device.
devices that open your curtains for you. the
It's
ones that
crazy.
do your blinds. I mean,
Right.
it is amazing. some of
Smart
the things.
microwaves, smart refrigerators.
So I have,
So
when I
one of the
built,
things though, really
Crock-Pot.
quick, so before, typically, so there are two main competitors, I think, in the smart home industry. You have Amazon with the Alexa enabled devices, which is all voice. Then you have Google. You want to stick with the one that you go with. So keep that in mind as, I know some people will watch this and go right out and start, if you're going to go Google, it's a little bit more pricey. They're a little bit slower to add devices to that ecosystem. When you go with Alexa, you have I think a bigger pool of devices. I think it's a little bit, budget friendly.
but like Zach said, try and stick with one. But there are so many things that you'd be surprised that you can make smart. And I actually have a smart toilet. So,
Out of all things, smart.
out of
that's
all
the
things,
smart.
but you guys all know we lived overseas, and overseas in Italy, bidets were a big thing. And so when we came back, we added that.
Do we need to talk about your toilet every day? Is this
No,
gonna be
I know
a
we
thing?
always talk
She's
about
a
my toilet,
bragger, man.
but
Did
no,
I
what we're
shower
talking
for
about-
this again?
you can make it your tub a smart tub. I mean, it's pretty crazy some of the devices that you can add. Obviously things like that you would have to leave because they're built-in fixtures, but yeah, so I mean, if you have particular questions that you want to get answers to with regards to maybe what to install in your house as recommendations if you're thinking of selling, or something that might be something down the road that would be an added bonus to your home as a selling feature, feel free to comment or ask us. We're happy to answer those questions. We do have someone within our group that's also a smart home expert. I mean, she goes to all of the conferences and is very up to date in all of the smart tech. So if we don't know the answer, we have a great resource to go to. But smart technology is definitely a plus, a bonus in a house. And it's becoming more of the rule, not the exception with certain devices or certain things in the house. So anyway, well, I think that kind of wraps up. We're at 12 o'clock on the dot. We've gone
So
an
I
hour.
will say that my favorite thing about all of the smart devices, and I don't know if you use this in yours yet, Melissa. I know Ginger, you only have a toilet, so but all of your speakers are linked together on the same network. So like the Sonos speakers, like that's a new thing. I use this throughout the day, like all day when I'm not on the phone, and it's like the speaker group. So I have, it's a problem, but there's a Google speaker in every single room in my house and the bathroom too. So I can play music throughout the entire house and it be the same. So I'm always
You
up
use
and
it in
down
the
the
bathroom
stairs.
too? Just saying.
I do have one in the bathroom on the wall. Yes. So we'll leave with your favorite song. How about that?
So what, Melissa, what's your favorite smart device? Let's just end on that.
I like the doorbell and I love my August front door lock. That's really cool. Like when it's hooked to your phone,
Yep.
which it's not yet. But if I'm usually with a member of the family, they just walk up, it unlocks, and then it locks.
Which is
And
awesome.
You can unlock it from anywhere.
Zach, what's your favorite one?
It's hard to tell you. I think I like
Your
the fact that
vacuum.
all of the speakers they're in the Roomba. The Roomba is probably my favorite.
I thought it would be the Roomba for sure. For sure. He was like
Hey,
a kid in
you
a candy
ever
store when he
talk
saw the
about-
mapping.
You talk about the Roomba, she talks about her toilet, and I talk
True.
how I just am poor and don't have anything.
No, you do. You just don't know how to use any of it.
Forget about the
All right.
Roomba because it just does its own thing.
So I will say one of the things that I am installing, we're going to do the Sonos. We're going to incorporate it for exterior because we have a swimming pool. So I have the outside speakers, and that is something that we are going to incorporate in our house. That's in our plan for the summer. But my favorite one actually right now is honestly, it's the garage door opener, because that's how I know my kids are, coming in and out, and I can see when it's open and the time it's open and all that other good stuff. So for me, it's a tracking thing for my kids. Also, I have the app on my phone, so I can track them that way. But
I don't know, the video
first,
clips on the doorbell are pretty freaking funny.
yeah, those are funny
Yeah,
too.
those are hilarious.
Those are funny.
Like, I am sure I have one that would go viral, but I'm not allowed to share.
Blur the face,
All right,
Melissa.
well, so we just want to say thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this one, please go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe, because we're posting all of these videos over there. And we'll be live at 11 on Wednesday and Friday of this week also. So stay tuned for that. I think one day we're going to have maybe someone from new construction talking about what's going on in Northern Virginia with new construction right now and stuff that's available and how they're taking precautions with the COVID-19 situation that we have going on, as well as, I guess, the other conversation we might be having a home inspector who also does sterilization of the inside of a home as it relates to COVID-19. That's a really relevant topic right now. So on that note, thank you so much for joining us. For talking about smart tech / ways to cut the cord and save a little bit of money. And hopefully you found this entertaining and informative as well. And with that, I'm going to say bye, everyone, and have a great day. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye,
Good
Bliss.
day. Good
Bye,
day.
Zach.
Bye.
Bye.